Last time on Somewhat Sketchy.
Deeko Cornelius Jones, meet the Mage Computer. The videos she wants to show you are from 15 years ago.
Stan, I wanted to get out of the residence hall to have fun.
This is Mora Mango coming to you via NBC Radio. I was gonna get some dinner in the cafe, if you want to join me.
Sure. Why is the Grim Reaper attending a low-rated business college? Being the Grim Reaper is a stressful job.
Mora!
Vince! I'll tell you everything later, I promise. I'm in a rush though.
All important events in history will be recorded by me.
This has gotten really real. Really fast. Well, if anyone can handle it, it's the world's smartest nerd.
Viewer discretion is advised.
So, what happened next? Mora kept her promise. She explained everything to Vince and Stan, and then swore them to secrecy. The three of them became and stayed friends, and the romance between Vince and Mora grew deeper. There's one more video. It's heavy. Just a warning. A warning? That's not like you. Okay, so I'm not really a sociopath. I guess you could say it's a mask I wear. I don't mind dealing with you when you're like this. You aren't bad, Deeko. You aren't bad.
What's up, guys?
We've been waiting. What's the big news?
I just got back from a meeting with the guys at Delta Pi. I'm going to be in a fraternity.
That's so cool!
Congratulations.
Thanks. Of course, nothing's official yet. I just have to do one more small thing.
And that would be...
Just a silly little challenge the guys came up with to make sure I'm one of them.
A hazing ritual.
You make it sound so bad.
It is bad. Mind Your Own Business College has a strict no hazing policy. Those guys could get expelled for that.
Then it's a good thing I didn't say any of their names.
I already know all their names.
My girlfriend, the all-knowing Queen of Death.
Yeah, and here, I got screwed by the customer confidentiality agreement.
I don't think I want to be involved in this. Later, alligators, have fun with your non-kosher frat initiation thing.
It's not that big of a deal.
It is a big deal. A very big deal. People get hurt doing these things.
I'm not fighting a bull. I've just got to spend 10 minutes in a dark enclosed space. They haven't told me the where or the when, so it'll probably just wind up being one of the trunks of their car. I know that shutter. Who is it this time?
I'm not allowed to say. I'll be back later, meathead.
I'm just gonna say, not all guys would be so casual about knowing their girlfriend sees people die on a daily basis. So you shouldn't fuss over a silly little tradition. Love you.
Shut up.
Why are there 150 of these things? I'm never gonna keep all these guys straight. Hey babe, how'd it go? Whoa. You okay? You look like you just saw a ghost. Well, more than usual.
No. Vince, you can't do that hazing ritual.
Are you really back on this? It'll take 10 painless minutes.
Let's put it this way. You can't do the hazing ritual for reasons I cannot tell you.
Grim Reaper reasons?
Just saying that is breaking the number one rule. Don't interfere with the course of fate. But I love you, and I couldn't stand it if something bad happened to you.
Hey, it's okay. Don't worry.
It's just, I've been getting the shiver all day, ever since you told me about it.
If the Grim Reaper tells me not to do something, I'd be an idiot not to listen. The guys will think I'm a chicken.
Geez, it's nice to know that my boyfriend has a sense of priorities.
Fine, I won't go. Unless...
Unless...
Can you pull some strings? You're the Grim freaking Reaper.
You want me to use my powers to mess with reality itself just so you can do a stupid hazing ritual?
Well, what's the worst that could happen? Will Hades fire you? Do you even have a boss to reprimand you?
Fate is my boss, and it's not something you should abuse.
Well, you've all but said that I'm going to die tomorrow if I go through with it, so isn't that already messing with fate? Sorry.
You're right. This is such a bad idea. But it's the only one I've got.
What?
This is the Orb of Fate. It's a tool of mine, and the source of my power. It tells me when people will die, how, where, and where I need to lead them. But it's not all death. Death is only one side of the coin. It has life powers, too. It makes me immortal. Gives me other powers, like summoning minions in the time of crisis, and other things. Its powers are limitless when applied right. This is the Orb of Infinite Light, the life side. It'll protect you from any harm. Keep it with you during the entire ritual. But then you have to give it back to me. Promise me.
Okay.
Okay?
All right, I promise. Thank you, Mora. Thank you so much.
That orb was never meant to be split. We are playing with so much fire.
I love you.
Shut up, meathead.
Hello, Blake. Jake.
Well, if it isn't Skinny Vinny, ready to endure the torturous terrors of the Delta Pi twins?
Bring it on. I was honestly expecting a storage closet or a large suitcase.
This won't be too much for you, will it? Remember, 10 whole minutes. You cave early, you're out.
Don't worry, gentlemen. I can feel fate shining on me. I got this.
Ten minutes starting now. Not a peep. This guy's stone. You didn't crawl out the back, did ya?
I was worried.
I guess some people just can't be fazed. So unfortunate. We put a lot of hard work into our torture. So unappreciated. There's no reason we couldn't liven things up for the last couple of minutes. What did you have in mind? I thought maybe we could add a new spin on this. Jake, I think that might be crossing a line. Oh, stuff it, you pansy. We'll turn it on real quick. All he has to do is hold onto the sweepers. He'll spin around for a bit, maybe throw up, and have the ride of his life. Aw, can't handle a little twist.
Turn it off! Stop!
Okay, stop, before he decides to sue us. Nobody likes to have fun anymore. Shut it off! Shut it off now!
you do? I didn't mean it. Come on, let's get out of here. Are you out of your mind? We can't just leave this. You got a better idea? Come on.
No! No!
Mora? Where am I?
No, Vince.
Am I dead? What happened?
I'm so sorry.
You said that I'd be safe. You promised.
I don't know what happened. It should have worked.
There has to be something you can do.
I'm sorry, it's too late. You have to come with me. I have to take you away now.
No, you lied to me.
I'm so sorry.
Get out.
Vince!
I hate you.
Don't do this!
Get out.
I told you. I've never seen anything so horrible. And this year isn't even over yet. The orb that Vince had. Mora called it the Orb of Infinite Light. That's what my ex-roommate Alex called the orb I got last spring. We call it the oil for short. The other orb, the Orb of Living Darkness, is called the Old. Vince never fulfilled his promise, and Mora never got the oil back. Fortunately, it didn't affect her immortality. I'm still so lost. Vince never left the laundry room. He became a haunting specter, full of hatred and grief. And he never gave up the oil, until last spring. Finally, he couldn't stand looking at it anymore, so he let it slip into a load of laundry. That laundry was owned by your roommate, Randy. Randy had no idea what he had. Called it his little son. And then he gave it to you right before he died. The oil can only be given, never stolen. The old, on the other hand, can only be stolen and never given. After Vince, Mora couldn't quit her job, even if she wanted to. Why didn't the oil protect Vince? Fate had its own plan. As soon as Mora relinquished the oil, it gained an agenda of its own. And it swore to protect one person at all costs. That person was not Vince. Even all those years ago, the orb knew that it wanted to protect you. It refused to protect both Vince and Randy, and used them to get itself into your full possession. It's been protecting me, even before I had it. How do you think you've survived everything so far? Oh, of course it came at a price. Every time fate interferes to save a life, even just one time, another has to end. Usually it's someone close to the one saved, even if just by proximity. Like a roommate? Like a lot of roommates. Every time one of your roommates die, it's because the orb had protected you from something. And sometimes it was others. Fate has a master plan and you can't do it alone. It's been protecting your friends too. That's why Quinn and Sam and the RA came back to life last year after our fight. They were still needed. I was too, just not as a living person. When Sam and I were killed by that guy in the lounge, You got right back up. Same cause. Under the oil's protection, Stilo can never hurt you. You're truly invincible. You said I would get answers about Stilo. Ask the Mage Computer. How?
Elaborate.
How is Stilo even possible?
The pen of evil has been tampered with.
By who? And how?
Information denied.
What can you tell me about Alex Ryan?
Alex Ryan, deceased, former roommate of Deeko Jones, son of Charles Ryan, a skilled pen maker. Charles Ryan was killed in a tragic fire. Stilo was the last pen he created.
Why did Alex call Stilo his dad?
Alex Ryan believed a part of his father existed in the living pen. He obeyed Stilo's commands out of familial fealty.
Is Charles Ryan in Stilo?
No, Stilo is nothing but ink and hatred.
The ink. My last roommate said that Stilo was running out.
The ink allows Stilo to live. If the ink runs out, the pen will die until he is refilled. The pen can only be revived with the same ink.
What kind of ink?
The ink is lethal to mortal men and not of this earth.
Where does it come from? Tell me!
Information denied.
Useless!
Stilo is beyond reason and will not stop trying to kill you.
But I have the oil.
The oil has a flaw. It can be counteracted by the old. The owner of the old can kill you. If Stilo acquires the Orb of Living Darkness, you will be on equal grounds.
Who stole the old from Mora? That is important information. You have to tell me.
Information concealed.
What does that mean? Same thing for me. Whoever stole the old has found out about the Mage Computer, and they're using it for concealment. The information is crucial to you. But the user is preventing either of us from saying anything.
Error. I have been compromised. I have been seen.
What's happening?
Threat level maximum 595 Astro Umbra. Exit strategy alpha in progress.
Someone spotted us and she's freaking out.
Must abandon this terminal.
She's going to leave this vessel. What? I told you, the Mage Computer is an artificial intelligence that jumps from terminal to terminal. When she's in danger, she leaves. You'll probably never see her again.
Hold. Update found. Important event initiated. Must record. Beginning upload.
Oh no. No. What now? Something's happening right now that she wants you to see. She's live streaming. And she's not supposed to do that. Why? Takes up too much RAM. She's interrupted her escape protocol to show this. When she's live streaming, she can't do anything else. Not even protect herself.
Connection open.
Vince! That's Stan.
Get out.
So this is where you've been hiding all these years.
Go away.
No! Why should I leave when you haven't?
You don't know anything.
On the contrary, I know everything.
Mora.
Said nothing. She remained loyal to you all this time. Not that you were ever loyal to her.
She betrayed me!
No, you betrayed her. She loved you and you used her so you could cheat death like a selfish coward. And Deeko knows the truth now.
What? The Mage Computer.
He's with the computer as we speak.
Ah,
Mora visited you the last time she came. You know who has the old. The mask and the Mage Computer are being forced into silence, but the thief doesn't know about you, am I right?
yes.
Then give me the name! Who stole the Orb of Living Darkness? Lives are at stake!
I don't care.
You never cared about anyone, not Mora, not me, not even Brittany.
Don't talk about her.
15 years old and you thought your life was over. Nothing made you happier than when she died in childbirth!
Shut up!
Deeko Cornelius Jones. From the day I died, I knew I would have to meet you eventually. You've come a long way since our first encounter in the laundry room. The first of your adventures to appear on YouTube, if I recall.
What did you do to Stan?
That fate tamperer, he'll be fine. Perhaps you should worry about yourself.
Is that your philosophy?
I'm saying stay out of my business. Or else!
What qualms could you possibly have with me? I didn't ask for the oil to keep me alive.
Fate chose you. I died and you live. Your existence has hurt me time and time again. First with my life, then with the life of my son.
I sense another monologue is coming.
Brittany was my first true love. But things moved faster than I planned. We were both young and naive, so you can imagine my surprise when she said she was expecting a child.
But you wanted nothing to do with that. So when she died in childbirth, you put the baby up for adoption.
I had my whole life ahead of me. I gave up everything to secure my own future. A future fate decided to cut short. The baby turned out just fine until you came into his life. I was so proud when he was accepted to this school of all places. Took after me in every way, even adopted a face like mine. But then your friends burned and killed him. My son.
You knew.
A chip off the old block, as they say.
Mora was right. Fate had nothing to do with it. I made my choices and you made yours. And just because I turned out exactly like you, doesn't mean I have to stay that way.
You are both fools.
Says the hideous skeleton specter living in a dryer because he's too afraid to move on.
You arrogant brat. You dare judge me. I will end you. Ah. Ah. What?
You're pathetic. You were storing energy for 15 years and then squandered it all in a temper tantrum against Stan. You have no more power and we both know it.
Knowledge is power.
What did he mean by that? Oh no. I know what he's doing. He's going to find Stilo. He's going to tell him where the old is. Stop him! It's too late. He's already there. Where?
Upload complete. Exit strategy alpha resuming.
She's leaving. Because Stan saw us.
Stan is worthy of my presence. He is my servant. Other eyes have seen me. Eyes of a maximum threat. I must relocate. Farewell.
That's it. She's gone. and Stilo has access to unlimited power. But so do you. The oil does more than keep you alive. You need to use this time to learn how to access its full potential. Then you'll stand a chance. How? Take it out of the filing cabinet and teach yourself. This isn't our last encounter, Deeko Jones. I cannot pass on yet. Fate wouldn't let me if I tried. Like your friends, I still have a role to play. And that would be, at the beginning of the year I gave you a prophecy. And I'll be there when it comes true. TTYL.
The fifth must rise again.
What?
The fifth must rise again.
No.
The fifth must rise again. The fifth must rise again. The fifth must rise again.